Growing as a person, being honest with yourself first. Nothing can change. No pivot can come. No progress until you are honest with yourself first. Let's dive into that, right? I did a podcast from 2018 to 2021. Fell apart in April, and from April to about, December, January of this year, I kind of was lost, so to speak, right? I've been posting MySpace links for beats since I was 15, 16. Like, I've been actively trying to make something happen for almost half my life, right? And I saw that, I was like, wow, that's interesting, because I just do it. Like, it's second nature to me. Like, almost half of my life, I've been like, yo, check out the MySpace, yo, check out the mixtape, yo, check out the podcast, yo, check out yo, check out the album, I'm performing here. I've been always just trying to make something pop, right? You can only imagine when we get to the end of this podcast that we were doing for 3 years. We did it through the pandemic, it was feeling good, and then it came to an immediate halt. That's like the fourth, the fifth thing I've quote unquote failed at. So at this point, I'm like, well, shit, like, should I embrace the 9 to 5? Can I call the quits? At that point, it was quiet, and I had to question myself. Like, all right, bet. Like, you have been doing this for half your life, but you've had no real success. Yes, I had to tell myself that. You rapped, no record deal, no show money, no tour money. You made beats, no number one records, no big records, no nothing. You did a podcast, no deals, no audience, no group. We didn't even get 1,000 followers on Instagram. Didn't get 1,000 followers on YouTube. I don't think we ever got over 100 plays for one episode. Like 100 plays. Those are small benchmarks that we never hit. I want people to take something from the show, learn something from the show, relate to something from the show. We would have music, we would have skits, and it came full circle. But that started with me watching Game of Thrones in the dark, not sure where I wanted to go, and had to look in the mirror and say, hey, you don't approach this correctly. Hey, you haven't succeeded in anything you've done. Hey, what are people gonna think? Like, you're that friend on the social media that's constantly got a link, constantly got to hustle, like, and you gotta just block all that out and focus. I tell my story because I have to fill the time of the podcast. But if I was gonna tell it to you in a microwave version, it's time to be honest with yourself. And you don't have to tell me, you don't have to tell anybody else. Only you know the fuck shit you do, the lazy stuff you do, the procrastination you do, the half-ass stuff you do, the bullshit you do, the lies you do, all that. Only you know the core evil things, right? But I promise you, until you correct that yourself, you're just gonna fall short with everything you're doing. Take this opportunity, whether you're in the car by yourself right now, if you're at home by yourself, or wherever you are listening, and just go find a mirror and just be like, what do you want to do with your life? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Like, what are you good at? What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? What did you like about these opportunities you did? And what didn't you like about it? Okay, let's pull what we liked about it and see if we can make that into something else. This is all self-diagnosis. So, change come within self first. Then you can make pivots and decisions. But if you're going to continue to live a lie and continue to do bullshit, then unfortunately, that's probably how it's going to stay for you.